Happy summer to each of you and welcome to LTC 8896, Secondary Mathematics from an Advanced Perspective. I am Amy Dwiggins and I will be the instructor for this course. From time to time you will hear from or see Dr. Otten, Dr. Sam Otten. He will be participating in this course from time to time as well by possibly providing feedback on some of your assignments, possibly participating in the discussion forum, as well as you may see videos from him from time to time as well. To give you a little bit of background about me, I am currently a high school mathematics teacher at Macon, Missouri. You will see that I'm not in a math classroom right now. I'm in a science classroom as my classroom is being cleaned right now. I currently teach geometry and algebra 2, but in the past have taught calculus as well as some of the applied classes that we have that transition into courses in our career center that's here on campus as well. This course runs for 8 weeks from now until July 30th. And this video is intended to just give you an idea of what's to come, as well as an overview of some of the routines that we hope to establish with the course. So as we go through this, we're going to look at the goals, what units will be structured like, as well as the do's and don'ts for effective participation in this course. I think that as you go through this course, you will find that a lot of the material is very applicable to what you are doing as you're teaching middle school and high school mathematics, and we'll give you just a deeper insight into the teaching of those courses. Now let's take a look at some of the goals for the course. Our first goal is that we want to do mathematics. We as mathematics educators don't often get a chance to work together with other teachers in doing mathematics. So we're going to work to do mathematics that is engaging, both for ourselves and our students, as well as mathematics that is relevant to the teaching and learning in the high school and middle school mathematics curriculum. In addition, we want to, as we do the mathematics, dig deeply into that mathematics, more so than what we would with our students. Our goal here is not to cover every topic that you may teach in middle school or high school mathematics, but rather to take some of those topics and dig a little deeper into those. In that way, we are more concerned with the depth of thinking about the particular mathematics topics that have been chosen, as opposed to the thinking more broadly and hitting all of those topics. We also want to keep in mind that we are math educators, we are teachers, and as we're doing the mathematics, we want to connect to pedagogical strategies, as well as the ideas that we know about mathematical thinking and learning. We're wanting to think about that math with the purposes of us as teachers, as well as thinking about how our students may be engaging with similar types of mathematics. In addition, we're focused on the process of doing mathematics in this course. It's not about getting the right answer. It's about how we can engage in mathematical thinking, and not only just engage in the mathematical thinking, but communicate that thinking to others. We hope that in this course that we establish an opportunity for you to create an online community with myself, with Dr. Otten, with each of you, as we are gathered here, and to create a productive space for you to do some both engagement in mathematics and also some summer reflecting on your teaching and on mathematics in general. In terms of the weekly work for this course, you are currently in the introduction week, where we will get oriented with each other, as well as the different types of activities that we'll be doing throughout each week. For the 6 weeks following that, we'll take a topic of mathematics and focus in on that topic for those weeks. And then in the final week, that last week of July, there will be a concluding week as well as a final assignment that we will engage upon. It will be more closely related to your particular classroom, and hopefully gives you an opportunity to think deeply about the mathematics that you will teach in the coming year. In terms of typical unit activities, we will do a number of things. Typically, there will be some sort of reading focused on the topic of mathematics for the unit. In addition, there will likely be a discussion board to engage in on Canvas, as well as 2 mathematics tasks, available at 2 different times during the week, as well as an education activity that typically asks you to take those mathematics topics a little further and think more deeply about them. There is also each week going to be an optional mathematics homework that allows you to extend your learning and your understanding of the topic of mathematics for the week. As well as throughout the week, there will be some videos, possibly introducing the topic, possibly concluding the week's topic and getting you started for the next week. So here's an example of Unit 2. And I'll use this as an example to talk about due dates and that sort of thing for a particular unit. Most of the weeks are going to look just like this one, and if you'll look back at the course calendar that is available underneath the syllabus page or under the modules page, this will make a little bit more sense, and you'll see how this correlates to the other weeks as well. Okay, typically a math task is going to be released on Monday. Now you've already got the first 2 for this first week. Going to be released on Monday, and the first one will be due by Tuesday evening. Midnight would be great. Not that I'll be upgrading at midnight, but that would be great so that Wednesday comes and I can work on looking at those responses. Then on Wednesday, your second task will be released with the intent for it to be due Thursday at midnight. And then on Friday, there will be some sort of optional homework assignment posted, as well as a concluding math video to view throughout the weekend. So that's across the first line of that topic. In the second part, it talks about the discussion forum posts as well as the education activities. So the intent is that you would start, if there is a reading, you would start the week out with the reading, and then responding to the first discussion or the discussion board by the end of the day Wednesday. And then we would expect you to continue to engage in the discussion board throughout that time, as well as make a second forum post by Thursday or Friday. At that time, there will also be an education activity that will be due Sunday evening. So this calendar, and if you'll refer back to that course calendar on the syllabus tab of Canvas, that will make sense as to what the vertical lines are on this graphic. And as always, if you have questions about due dates and things, feel free to email me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, so let's talk about some do's and don'ts to engaging in this course, particularly through Canvas. So we would ask that you check Canvas frequently, at least every other day, if not every day would be great. And that would keep you up to date on the latest information. In addition, I want you to check your Mizzou email daily. By the rules of Mizzou, I should only be communicating with you through your Mizzou email and through Canvas. So please check your Mizzou email daily. On discussion boards, we really want to make discussion boards dynamic and interactive. So discussion boards, I ask you to make thoughtful posts. I ask you to post it multiple times per unit. The discussion board is only as dynamic and interactive as you and I make it to be that way. So we do want you to post throughout the week rather than all at once. Ideally, we'd like your initial post by Wednesday, and then return to the discussion forum and post again at some point by Friday. I'll release a video here after a bit about grading those discussion boards. Again, the purpose of them is to, first of all, promote some interaction between you and the other people in the course, but also to extend our thinking of the mathematic topic for the week beyond just the topics that we are investigating in that particular week. On mathematics assignments, please do communicate your thinking. Even false starts, even avenues that you pursued that were not fruitful toward reaching a solution. the focus on those mathematics assignments is for you to think about, how do I communicate my thinking to others? And hopefully, as you engage in those sorts of activities of communicating your thinking, you will think about, how do I want my students to communicate their thinking to me and to the other people in the classroom? So even if you're not able to solve, let's say, some of the mathematics assignments, you can still tell how you are thinking about the problems, as well as avenues that you pursued as you engaged in the solving of the problem. So those are the do's. Let's take a look at some don'ts. We would really like you to try to not finish everything in one marathon session before the deadline. In particular, that leads to unfruitful discussion boards. As I've taught other classes, the discussion boards really become fruitful when people engage from time to, throughout the week. And we've really tried to structure those sorts of discussion boards and the assignments to make it a more fruitful experience for you. Don't, on the discussion boards, just post "good point" or "I agree." Give some thought to a response, or try to push everybody's thinking forward with a different suggestion or a different way of thinking about a particular topic. Don't, on mathematics assignments, just submit your answers. Remember that the purpose of the mathematics assignments is to communicate your thinking. And so I'm not interested in just seeing what the answer is that you found. I want to know, how did you think about that particular task? How did you engage with the task? If you had trouble getting into the task, what did you do to get yourself oriented to the task? Those sorts of things. As for evaluation purposes, the syllabus is available on Canvas under the syllabus tab that's on the left side of the screen. And if you have problems accessing that, please let me know, and I will try to help you out there. There will be 2 math tasks every week. Each of them will be worth 2 points apiece, that creates a total of 28 points. The mathematics homeworks that will be released are optional, so there are no points. Although I would love to see those and give feedback on those as well. After those items are due, I will release sample solutions to the tasks and homework, so that you'll be able to kind of self-evaluate before receiving feedback on those. We'll also be having, for most weeks, some sort of education activity or assignment. And there will be 7 of those worth 3 points apiece for a total of 21 points. In addition, discussion board forum participation will be 3 points for every discussion board, so we'll have 7 of those. You will notice on this introduction week's discussion board is totally optional, although I would encourage you to go ahead and start participating in that discussion forum to kind of get a feel for how to participate in those ways. And the final assignment will be worth 16 points apiece, and I will release details about that later in the course. I also wanted to point you in the direction of the syllabus, if you have not already found that. The syllabus and the course calendar, both of which will provide you with a lot of information about this course, can be accessed through the syllabus tab on the left side of the Canvas page. I will also be releasing a video about how to engage in Canvas and places to look for later today. I really look forward to working with you throughout this summer. I haven't worked with high school teachers in other districts in a while, so it'll be very exciting to see how you guys are thinking about the mathematics that we will engage in throughout the summer. I'll see you online.